Judge, this is the case of the Walkers.
Thank you. You all may be seated. Mr. Walker, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Thank you, Your Honor. For the past year, I have been paying child support to my ex-wife, Jennifer. Currently, our daughter is in my mother's custody, and I'm bringing this case.
Wait. Why is your daughter in your mother's custody?
So she was initially in my custody, but before this year I was a teacher, and I got promoted to principal. But I'm now working at a school that's on the other side of town. I wanted to make sure that my daughter stayed in the school that she's in because she has been there for the past 4 years, and I wanted to make sure that, well, she's been in that district for the past 4 years, and I wanted to keep her development because I agree with the education plan that they have there. So I took the job because it was more money and it was a better career for me. And
more money, so should you be paying more in child support then? If you're making more money?
Well, I think that I should be paying my...
Mr. Walker breaks down his situation. His recent promotion from teacher to principal forced him to relocate across town. Determined to keep his daughter in the same school district, he made arrangements for her to live with his retired mother. Yet, despite being the one ensuring her stability, he's still stuck paying child support to his ex-wife, Jennifer. Now, he's questioning the logic and fairness of a system that makes him pay while she does nothing.
Child support, currently I'm paying my ex-wife the child support, and I have no idea where those funds are going.
How much do you pay in child support?
$500 a month.
Okay. Continue.
And so she's in my mother's custody right now. My mother is retired. We had an amicable conversation about my daughter living with my mother because she is retired. She worked for the city of Dallas for 28 years.
She worked?
Ma'am, we do not need the extra. My bailiff, Mr. AKA Fula, he will make sure that you're escorted out of this courtroom if you cannot control yourself. Understood?
Yes, Judge.
Thank you. You may continue.
So ultimately, the main goal of this case is that I want to move the child support from my ex-wife and then start paying.
Rightfully so. There's no reason she should still be getting any type of child support payments. Ma'am?
Walker informs the court that he's still paying $500 a month in child support to Jennifer, despite the fact that their daughter lives full-time with his retired mother. Frustrated, he demands that the payments be redirected to the rightful guardian. As tensions rise, Judge Vonda shoots a sharp warning at Jennifer, making it clear that disrespect will get her thrown out of the courtroom.
Child.
What type of receipts are you talking about?
Receipts for me buying her food, clothes,
Okay,
shoes.
That's called parenting. That's not child support.
Well, I'm using his money for the kid.
But the child does not live with you, correct?
Because of him.
That wasn't my question. The child does not live with you, correct?
Yes, that's correct, Judge.
Okay. Where is it that you are working right now?
Right now I am an office manager at Walker's Dentistry.
Office manager? Okay.
That's what I do, Judge. I'm an office manager right now.
Okay. And how much is it that you make a year?
Maybe about $70,000.
$70,000. Okay.
And I'm also a single mother.
Okay. Well, congratulations. There are a lot of single mothers in this world. So that's not information that we need in terms of calculating child support, okay? How many children do you have?
I have a total of 3. I have one with Mr. Walker, and I have 2 with my previous husband.
Okay.
Jennifer fires back, insisting she uses every dime of the child support for their daughter. She even presents receipts, clothes, school supplies, and even pool-related expenses. But Judge Vonda doesn't buy it. With a sharp look, she reminds Jennifer that pool items don't qualify as legitimate child support, especially when the child doesn't even live with her. Still, Jennifer refuses to back down. She paints herself as a struggling single mom, emphasizing her job as an office manager bringing in $70,000 a year. "I'm doing my best," she argues, her voice laced with frustration. But is she really? Or is she just holding on to a check that no longer belongs to her?
Continue. What is your reason for this child living with his mother and you're receiving child support payments? And according to your testimony, you're giving the money to his mother. Is that correct information? Is she giving the money to your mother?
That is incorrect, Your Honor.
Is your mother here today?
She is not. My daughter's actually homesick with the flu. So she's at home with my mother right now.
Okay.
Judge, our daughter Kayla was living with me, and Blaine decided to come get her on the weekends. You know, everything was perfectly fine. She was getting along with the other kids in the house. So when Blaine started to come pick her up, and by the time he dropped her off, she would become so angry. She was fighting the other two kids. So I don't know if he was telling her things, but she would come back very...
Jennifer shifts the focus, pointing out that she has 3 kids, 1 with Mr. Walker and 2 from a previous marriage. She argues that their daughter lived with her up until behavioral issues made things difficult. But Judge Vonda isn't interested in excuses. Cutting through the distraction, she steers the conversation back to the core issue. Let's be clear, she says firmly. Right now, this child isn't living with you or Mr. Walker, so why are you still collecting support? Jennifer opens her mouth to respond, but the judge's piercing gaze makes it clear. This discussion isn't about her struggles. It's about what's fair. Let me know if you want even more bite.
Information than what I need.
Okay.
The bottom line is this. The child does not live with either of you, correct?
Correct, Your Honor.
And you're paying child support currently, but to Ms. Walker.
Correct.
And Ms. Walker, you are not paying child support at all.
No,
correct?
ma'am. No, ma'am, I'm not.
Okay. So this is what we're going to do. You said you make $70,000 a year. Does that include any overtime or anything?
The court officially confirms what's already obvious. The daughter lives full-time with Mr. Walker's mother, not Jennifer. Still, Jennifer refuses to back down. I use the money for my daughter, she insists, her tone defensive. But Mr. Walker isn't having it. He fires back, shaking his head. That's a lie. The money never makes it to my mother. She's the one actually raising our daughter, paying for her food, her clothes, everything, while you keep collecting checks. His voice tightens as he drops another bombshell. And right now, my mother is at home taking care of our sick daughter. She's the one doing the real work while Jennifer pockets the money. Judge Vonda leans forward, eyes locked on Jennifer. So explain to me, she says slowly. Why are you still the one getting paid?
Overtime, yes, it does.
Okay. So I have your gross at $5,833.33. Now, after taxes are taken out, that comes down to $4,625.06. Who pays health insurance for the child?
Blaine
I do,
does.
Your Honor.
Okay, how much is health insurance?
For the past year, I've been paying $50 a month.
Okay. How often are you paid?
I get paid once a month.
So $25 a month, okay. And then you said you have 2 other children
And I
one
pay
child.
mortgage and car note.
Judge Vonda wastes no time running the numbers. Jennifer's net monthly income comes up to $4,625. Despite her claims of financial strain, the only direct contribution she's been making is a measly $25 a month toward the child's health insurance. That changes today. With a firm tone, Judge Vonda lays it out. Jennifer will now owe $77.28 per month in child support. As for Mr. Walker, his $500 payment is officially redirected to the person actually caring for their daughter, his mother. Jennifer's face tightens, but Judge Vonda doesn't waver. This isn't about what's convenient for you, she says. It's about what's right for the child.
Ms. Walker, your child support is going to be set at $707.28. That includes the $682.28 for child support and $25 for health insurance. Mr. Walker, your $500 payments will be reallocated to your mother. And as I stated, Ms. Walker, that $707.28 will go directly to his mother as well, since that is who the child is living with. Am I right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, is there anything else from either of you? If nothing further, you all are dismissed. Thank you.
In the
Educational
educational
segment,
segment,
Judge Vonda breaks it down plain and simple. In Texas, when a child isn't living with either parent,
both parents are
legally
required
required to pay child support to the guardian providing daily
She
care.
emphasizes
She
that
emphasizes that these calculations aren't arbitrary.
They reflect the real-world
They reflect the
responsibility of raising a
real-world
child.
responsibility of raising a
This
child.
isn't about who was the better
This
parent
isn't
in the
about
past,
who was the
she
better
explains.
parent in the past.
It's about who's
She
actually taking
explains.
care of the child right.
It's about who's
Now,
actually taking
with
care
a
of the
direct look at
child
the
right
camera,
now.
She urges
With a
viewers to
direct look
understand
at the
how custody
camera,
determines
she urges
support,
viewers to
not
understand
emotions,
how
not
custody
past efforts,
determines support,
just legal
not
responsibility.
emotions, not
Because
past
when it comes
efforts,
to the law,
just
fairness
legal
isn't about
responsibility.
feelings. It's
Because
about
when it
facts.
comes to the law,